If you've spent the last few evenings scrolling through endless grooming tables, wondering whether the price tag actually means you're getting something that will hold up when you're trying to keep a squirming Labrador still, you're not alone. I've been there, comparing a cheap fold-up plastic stand with a heavyweight steel model, and still not feeling confident that the one I pick will actually make grooming less of a battle and not just another piece of furniture that wobbles every time you try to adjust the height. That uncertainty is exactly why I'm doing this deep dive, so you can walk away knowing which table actually earns its place in your home grooming station. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, let's talk about the kind of setup most home groomers end up with. You probably have a regular kitchen table or a borrowed grooming bench that you've padded with a towel. It works, but you'll notice three things right away. The surface isn't stable, the height is either too low for you or too high for the dog, and you end up shifting the whole thing when the pup tries to wriggle free. Those three annoyances are the exact problems a purpose-built grooming table aims to solve, and the Flying Pig Professional Table is built around that premise. The biggest draw of this table is the full stainless steel frame. That isn't just a marketing buzzword, it means the whole structure can take the weight of a big breed without bowing. I've seen owners of German Shepherds and even a full-size St. Bernard try to use lighter gauge tables, only to have the legs flex a little under the weight, making the animal nervous. The Flying Pig-style steel crossbars are thick enough that you can place a 200-plus-pound dog on the surface and the table stays rock solid. For anyone who has a large dog or does a lot of breed mix grooming, that sturdiness translates into less stress for you and your pet. Height adjustment is another practical pain point. Most budget tables give you a single fixed height, which forces you to bend over or use a step stool, both of which can lead to back strain after a few grooming sessions. This model uses a quiet electric lift that moves the tabletop from 12 inches up to 40 inches at the press of a foot pedal. The motor is genuinely quiet, no loud whirring that startles a nervous terrier, so you can make tiny height tweaks while the dog is already on the table without scaring them. In my own testing, I was able to raise the platform a few inches while a golden retriever was already seated, and the dog barely flinched. That kind of on-the-fly adjustability is a real time saver when you have multiple dogs of different sizes. Now, let's talk about the surface. The table comes with a silicone-coated rubber top that you can actually remove and clean. Most generic tables use a hard plastic surface that gets scratched by nails or slick when you pour water, forcing you to constantly wipe it down. The silicone top on the Flying Pig does two things. It gives the dog a non-slip grip, which reduces the chance of them trying to jump off, and it's soft enough that a nervous pup isn't afraid to step onto it. Because the top is removable, you can toss it in the dishwasher or just hose it off after a muddy bath. If you're the type who likes to keep a tidy grooming area, that ease of cleaning is a big win. Mobility can be overlooked until you need to store the table after a session. The retractable wheels on this unit lock into place, so you can roll the whole thing to the garage or back into a closet without dragging a heavy frame across the floor. I've seen people complain that even lightweight tables become a chore to move once the rubber top is in place, but the wheels here glide smoothly even when the table is fully loaded. Just remember to lock them before you start grooming, otherwise you might get a subtle shift when a dog leans forward, which could be unsettling. All of these strengths make the Flying Pig a solid choice for a specific group of buyers: professional groomers who travel between clients, serious hobbyists who own large breeds, and anyone who wants a table that won't become a safety hazard after a few months. If you're a casual owner who only brushes a small toy poodle once a month, you'll likely find the price and the electric lift a bit overkill. In that case, a simple, fold-up plastic table might do the job, especially if you're comfortable using a step stool and don't need the heavy-duty frame. There are a couple of practical trade-offs to keep in mind, though. The electric lift system does require you to plug the table into a standard outlet, which means you need a power source within reach of where you groom. If you're set up in a garage with limited outlets, that could be a minor inconvenience. Also, while the stainless steel construction is rust-resistant, the